Thank you for joining us for another Movie Lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo.
I'm Iris.
And I'm Cody.
And today we're going to talk about Star Wars The Force Awakens. Cody, can you please give everybody the synopsis? Tell us about this movie.
All right.
So, it's on you.
Yeah, no, I just felt all of the emotions of watching that movie back on me as I started to talk. All right, so this movie takes place a decent bit of time after, after the plot of Return of the Jedi. Almost said Revenge of the Sith. Nailed it. So, we got a bunch of different factions. The Empire is pretty much just disassembled, and we have Luke Skywalker has gone missing, if you didn't get that from the opening title crawl where it tells you pretty much everything you need to know about the movie. But Luke Skywalker goes missing. The Resistance is trying to find him, as well as the new First Order, which consists of Kylo Ren and a bunch of newly adapted stormtroopers. And basically we're taken on a ride where a young stormtrooper named Finn, who is pictured right here next to me in front of Iris, he deserts the First Order and warns the Resistance that they are going to start destroying planets and they would like to find Skywalker. And much like A New Hope, there's a map hidden inside of a droid, and there's a lot of fun. And I'm getting swept up. So, yeah, wow.
Yeah, so this is definitely the most anticipated film of the year, whether you're a fan or not. Curiosity gets people that weren't fans, and just, excitement for people that are fans. Before we get into it, I do want to state that, this is just going to be our quick 10-minute review, but be on the lookout for a full in-depth discussion with spoilers and all. We definitely feel like we have to go back to the original formula for this. This movie definitely deserves that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But getting right into it, Iris, why don't you tell me how you felt about this movie?
I loved it. I really did enjoy the movie. I think it was everything that we waited for. Because I don't want to say I was upset about the first, episode 1, 2, and 3, but
It
was okay. But they did such a good job with this one, and of course I brought my Finn doll that I bought as soon as I finished watching the Star Wars movie, because he was actually one of the best, one of my favorite characters that I liked in the movie. I really enjoyed his character, and my favorite thing about it is that I'm glad they finally incorporated a black guy. But I mean a mainstream black guy who has plenty of dialogue.
Mace Windu was head of combat on the Jedi Council.
Yeah, it was a pretty big role.
And I know the whole purple lightsaber thing a little bit subjective, but
yeah,
but I see your point.
But I mean, that he's mainstream, but that he's not someone of prestige.
Yeah, he's the
basic
yeah,
down to earth type guy who switched sides. Realizing that I fucked up, I'm on the wrong side.
He didn't really choose that side.
Yeah, that's true. He was conditioned.
Right.
They're conditioned at
but
birth. But I really did enjoy his character, and I really did enjoy the movie. I mean, I think the only screw up was who they picked to play Ben Solo, but
all right, well, that we're gonna have to save that for the full discussion, because that's gonna be
that was my only upsetting part.
A whole segment.
Who's also Kylo Ren, just in case your guys who the fuck is Ben Solo. That's who it is.
So Cody, sir,
yeah,
please tell me how you felt about this movie.
Well, I will openly admit to everyone watching and everyone here filming with me that I cried during this movie. And when I watched it afterwards, people asked me how it was, and I told them that they needed to give me 24 hours before I could talk to them about the movie, because I needed to let everything settle. With that being said, I will admit wholeheartedly that it was not a perfect film, but I think it is exactly what everyone has been waiting for this entire time. I think there are some plot holes. Every movie has plot holes. There's no perfect plot, and this one is no exception.
Sorry. Anyway.
This one is no exception in my eyes. But I think as we were talking with Oh Snap a Cupcake earlier, he was saying that this is what they were hoping for when Phantom Menace came out. This is the type of movie that everyone was waiting on, and it didn't deliver back then. But I think honestly that they made up for it and even surpassed it a little with this film. And if I'm gonna branch off of what Iris said, if we're talking about favorite characters, Rey is just the cutest, most awesome goddamn thing on the planet. She makes me smile and happy, and Daisy Ridley, if you're out there and you are only 2 years older than me, not even 2, 1.5. I
Oh.
looked up your birthday.
Chop it up.
I am ready for that type of life and commitment to
Yeah.
you. Like if she called me right now and was like, I'm ready to move in and have a baby and start a life and join bank accounts now, I'd be like, listen, I can only bring like $200 to this marriage right now, but I am so in.
You ready for that union, huh?
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah, and I have to say, I liked her name.
Ray?
Like, well, no, because that's just a short. Her whole name was Amare.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was really pretty.
Yeah, you should use that.
I really like that. I don't know. You know, I still haven't figured out baby names, guys. So.
And you guys can put that on in the comments too if you want to give opinions, but everybody probably give their own name.
Well, I mean, she's
would.
basically just gonna name her kid Kylo Ren.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fine. That works for me. Well, for me, I love the movie too. I was very excited. I was worried going in that they would try to explain too much
Yeah.
for people, for the new viewers, and they were like, "No, if you want to know, go back and fucking watch it." They just got right to it,
Yeah.
and I loved it. And there was a lot of comedic sides that I enjoyed. It was pretty
BB-8?
intense. Yeah, the BB-8 and the motion and like.
What?
You can like feel the attitude or the gestures. Everything was great. Like you can the thumbs up with the flame.
He had me cracking up.
You could definitely feel what he was trying to say or what he was conveying, and I thought that was perfect. I don't want to give any spoilers. I have to save it for the bigger discussion. But I definitely liked the movie. I was so worried that they were gonna try and cater to people who don't have and just be spoon feeding too much information and be like, no. Come on, get to it.
Yeah.
And it was great. When we have the full discussion, I do have some opinions about Kylo Ren, but
I have something else to say.
yes,
I wanted to say that one of my biggest fears for this movie was throwbacks to the old films. Now, this film was a big homage to A New Hope.
Yes.
Anyone can see that. I'm not going to go into it. We can go into that later. But I personally think that they walked that line and they didn't go over it too
Right.
much.
Yeah.
And I hope that they learn from that and they learn from the positive reviews from this movie. And I think they need to take this in its own direction now. They've paid homage to Star Wars with this movie.
And
they started its own story.
severing ties.
They started severing ties.
Without spoiling, I will just say that.
I think this is a great opportunity for them to finally carve their own path into a new story. Because if we get a second one, like this first one was really good with the hints and the throwbacks, but if we get a second one filled with them as well, you're just remaking the old movie with different skins, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so very quickly, your rating
10.
and why.
Yeah. I was gonna say 10.
So, Cody,
10.
you gave it 10?
Yeah.
10.
Damn.
I really liked it.
Yeah?
I really did enjoy it.
Well then, I give it an 8.
He don't count.
Now my opinion doesn't count.
Only the name counts.
So I didn't think you guys were gonna go 10 on it. I didn't think you were gonna go 10. I mean, I know it was great. I enjoyed it. Nothing really wrong with it.
I want to go see
In the
it
full
again.
discussion, I can go into it more.
Oh yeah, I will openly admit that there are issues with this movie, but the way that movie made me feel.
Yeah, but they weren't issues that pissed you off, like really.
No.
Well, there was one that pissed me off, but we can't. It's not that one.
The only thing that pissed me off was when they picked to pay Harrison Ford's son. That was all. I'm like,
That was big enough to take me out of it.
like really?
I felt everything I needed to feel from this movie, and while
So what is our rating then? If
like 28 divided by 3? I don't know. Let me math for a second.
let's do that. Man.
Oh, I got some notifications. Kylo Ren added me on Facebook. A 9.3.
So movie lingo rating is a 9.3. Definitely recommend it. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you can watch this without seeing the previous one, still enjoy the adventure.
Yeah.
And then go back, check it out. So I highly recommend it. A 9.3 is a damn good rating.
Yeah.
Also, I learned something this week. For those of you who haven't seen any Star Wars and you would like to, Episode 4, Episode 5, Episode 2 and 3, and then watch Episode 6. And don't watch Episode 1. Apparently that is like the internet's like
That's the
way
best
to
way
watch it
to-
because you get the intro from 4 and
Right.
5, then you go back a little from backstory from 2 and 3, you see his descent into the dark side,
Right.
and you say fuck Phantom Menace, and then you see Episode 6, you see the climactic end,
Okay,
and you
all
move
right.
into Force
All right.
Awakens.
Let us know how you guys feel about that. I would love to hear that. If you guys actually go back and watch it or introduce it to somebody in that same way, let us know how that experience was for you in the comments. All right. So this was another Movie Lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo.
I'm Iris.
I'm Cody, and my force has been awakened.
And we'll see you on the next discussion.
The dark side. And